In this Pokemon game, you join Team Rocket as a grunt and attempt to lie, cheat, and steal your way to the top, all while uncovering the dark, twisted story of what really happens in Kanto during Pokemon Fire Red. This is Pokemon Fire Red Rocket Edition. We begin the game and find ourselves among the newest Rocket recruits.
You are now officially Team Rocket grunts. Until each of you have proven yourself out in the field, you're nothing but a bunch of pipsqueaks to me. In the crates behind me, you will find your very first own Pokemon. Starting from the top left, I want each of you to come up one by one to get your little rodent. Oh, it's just gonna be Rattata, huh? No, I don't... Okay. It's too bad you're getting it anyway. It's my girl right there. You will then proceed to the top floor through the staircase on my right. Then you fly your sorry asses to Mount Moon as soon as conceivably possible and wait for the instructions.
After grabbing our starter Rattata, we head upstairs to grab the HM for Fly from this friendly nerd. We start to make our way to Mount Moon to meet up with the rest of Team Rocket, but we're stopped by another recruit from our class. I was right next to you in the initiation ceremony downstairs. That stuff was badass, man. Name's Ronnie, by the way. Man, I'm itching to steal me some Pokemon. Should we go? We head outside with Ronnie to steal our first Pokemon, but the thing is, since we're just a couple lowly grunts, we can only steal from old people and literal children. So we seek out an unsuspecting little girl in the park.
Oh, hello, do you want to play with me? Yay, Pokemon battle. I can do that. I only have these Pokemon that my mom gave me for my birthday, but okay.
Dang, hitting you in the heartstrings right off the bat. Pidgey, perfect. Got him. Firo's rocking.
Well, that was fun. No, please. What are you doing? Let me go.
Oh man, oh man, oh man, you did it, Daddy Q. Go ahead now, Daddy Q. I'll hold her down.
Oh my god, this is brutal. Steal which Pokemon? Pidgey or Spearow? It's gotta be Pidgey. Beatrice, Girl Squad.
Sweet, man. I'll take this one then.
Oh, he gets the Spearow. What? He didn't even do anything.
Guess we better head over to Mount Moon like that guy Petrol talked about. That Pokemon you snack can learn fly, can't it? Go figure.
I don't like him. After our first successful heist, we head out of town and steal a Poliwag from an old man. This one is easy. Subscribe. Then we teach our new stolen Pidgey Fly and head over to Mount Moon to meet up with our boss Petrol.
We have been informed by a well-trusted source at Pewter City Museum that some particularly rare Pokemon fossils have been spotted inside this here cave. Your mission today is to assist in the search any way you can. That means scavenging every nook and cranny of this hole, fending off any trainers who may have gotten a big idea about collecting some fossils of their own, and reporting any and all sightings to me. Now get moving, kids!
We make our way through the cave, stealing Pokemon from a few children along the way, until we catch up with Ronnie, who fills us in on something crazy.
Everybody's all in a frenzy about some strong-ass trainer that came in here just now. I'm telling you, he beat me straight out without even breaking a sweat.
Tell me about it. His spiky-haired kid, it was ruthless, man.
What? You guys are really telling me you got your asses handed to you by some kid? Who taught you guys to battle, huh? Your moms? I'll go hunt down this twerp and see who's a real prodigy around here. Jeez. You're not scared of some little kid trainer, are you, Daddy Q?
Well, if it's anything like the kids that I know, yes, I am.
Dude, stop contradicting me. This is not very productive. Anyway, you better harden up then. Let's go, damn it.
We team up with Ronnie until we finally come across the fossils deep inside of Mount Moon.
I've only been able to find these 2 fossils here, and they're hardly anything to brag about. Yeah, whatever you say. Dude, Daddy Q, this is awesome. I told you we were gonna find something, didn't I? Ahem. Let's not go forgetting who did most of the finding here. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Mr. Nerd Guy, did you happen to see some little kid trainer come through here? Yes, I did. Funny you'd ask. In fact, he came right through here not too long ago, walking around with his war turtle outside of its Pokeball. I think he's gone now, though. At least he didn't seem to care about the fossils. Daddy Q, how about you stand guard here for a little bit while I go get Petrol? Just in case any trainers stroll past here. That includes any of those wussies from upstairs. You beat the crap out of them and make sure they don't get any of the credit for finding the fossils, okay? Be right back.
As we're stationed watching the fossils, we come face to face with something truly terrifying. Oh my god, who is this? Oh, he's quiet. Are we supposed to beat this? Oh no, he's got a full team of 6 Pokemon. Oh no. And they're level 25. Oh no. Fine, you win this round, Red. What? What?
Hey, stop! I found these fossils!
What happens if you beat him?
Did you see that kid? He beat me in half a heartbeat.
Guys, there's another crazy strong little kid trainer walking around somewhere in the cave, and that he's a lot stronger even than the spiky-haired twerp. Hang on. Nah, don't tell me. What did you guys do? Where are my goddamn fossils, huh?
We both tried to fend him off, but he was just way too strong. He just kind of shrugged us off and ran away with both fossils.
Both fossils, did you say? Well then. You, what's your name, Grunt? Daddy Q, that's right. You fought this kid trainer just now, did you? And you remember what he looked like, what Pokemon he used? Yes. At least one of you darn grunts proved to be of some use today. We'll have to investigate this matter further. I imagine Boss will want a word with you back at HQ.
After the cave incident, we make our way back to the hideout where we're summoned by the leader of Team Rocket himself.
It still boggles my mind to the core how in the deepest depths of guillotine as hell, a pair of preteen twats could beat up an entire squad of full-grown men and run away with the spoils right in front of their goddamn eyes! For crying out loud, Ariana. How freaking absurd is this?
Yeah.
I have a bad feeling about these two. This red character especially.
Boss, sir, Gym Leader Blaine is here to speak with you.
There you are, Blaine. I can't keep making any more Porygon for you. Fuji knows all you guys have been up to doing in the Pokemon Tower, and he's gone into a crazy fit over it. Just yesterday, he sent an angry email to all his old colleagues at the Pokemon Lab, warning them that, I quote, Team Rocket is up to no good. The source code for the Porygon is copyrighted by Silph Co. If I'm caught making them in the lab, it's all over for me. Do you realize what a major source of revenue Porygon is for our game corner? There's only a handful of scientists in Kanto who'd be willing or even able to make the things. I know you're not keen on the idea, but how about we see if maybe Professor Oak would be willing to help? No! I will never deal with that filthy traitor. Well then, I suggest you talk to Bill about it. He should be more than apt for the job. I don't suppose we have much of a choice. I'm letting you off the hook for now, Blaine, for old time's sake. But if you hinder Team Rocket's operations again, well, you're not going to get a favorable outcome. Is that clear? Yeah. Giovanni, thank you. Daddy Q, over here. I have a new mission for you. You're going to go to Bill's house. You're going to offer him a job on behalf of Team Rocket. Tell him we'll make him an offer he can't refuse. Any price or service he likes. I'm counting on you, Daddy Q.
Yes, sir. Right away, Giovanni.
We team back up with Ronnie, then set off on our mission to meet with the scientist, Bill. We have to pay off a guard to be able to pass into Saffron and on into Cerulean, but before we continue with our mission, we make a quick stop at the bike shop.
Oh, you're a rocket, is that it? You think it's cool, do you? You think this gluttonously taking whatever your greedy hands can reach without regard for the well-being and needs of this region's people, let alone the prosperity of its fledgling economy, is cool? You are the embodiment of everything that's wrong with the world. You immoral youngsters walking around like you own everything you see, like everything is owed to you by the virtue of your having been born. I fought in the warfare that used your sort, you know. Does that give you something worthwhile to think about, huh? No. Gah! Impossible to get through to you with words, is it? Fine, you asked for it, bandit. If I could defend my region in the war, I could defend myself against crooks like you.
Oh my god.
Nice moves, idiot.
What has the world come to? Disarmed, defenseless, at the hand of some pink-haired, costume-wearing punk. No! Hey! No! Please don't! I won't allow many bicycles.
Bye! With our new bike, we battle our way across the Nugget Bridge, stealing a few new Pokemon along the way.
That's it, man. I've had it. All day I've been standing around waiting for some half-decent trainer to come along so I can offer him a place in Team Rocket, only to find that half of them can't even beat the first couple twerps on this damn bridge. It's been 12 godforsaken years, and I can't feel my legs. Tell Archer I went for a long overdue coffee break, all right? Jesus!
After relieving this grunt of his duty, we fight our way to Bill's house, upgrading our team along the way. Before long, we finally meet up with the mysterious Bill.
Yeah, I'm Bill, all right. What do you want? Oh, Team Rocket, is it? My, it's been a while. What's it about? Oh, Porygon, is it? Yeah, of course I know how to make the things. Just show me the stuff they gave you to tempt me with already. What? You don't even have anything for me? Come back when you've got some actual rewards for me in return for Giovanni's dirty work.
I thought I already had some stuff. I thought I had TMs.
bills. Turns out we forgot to pick up his payment at the Cerulean hideout, so we head over to the daycare/secret base.
Why, hello there. Would you like me to raise one of your Pokemon as we...
Oh, my apologies. I didn't quite catch your uniform. I take it you're with the others. Right this way, then. Ah, so you're Daddy Q. I got a message from boss about your mission. Can go collect the parcel up in the storage room over there.
We grab our box of goodies, then head back to Bill.
Damn it, Giovanni. Why do you keep treating me like I'm some amateur collector? I mean, a shiny Magikarp? Really? Oh, some rare candies too. Spectacular. And what's this? A ticket to some exclusive party on the SS Anliner? Please. If I take the job, you tell Giovanni it'll be on the following conditions. First, Team Rocket is to send me a regular sample of the rarest Pokemon you acquire. Second, since I know you guys have spies in Silph, I want you to give me any and all intel you can gather on their newest invention. Rumors have been going around the technology news groups for weeks about Silph being on the brink of a prototype for some innovative new Pokemon capture device.
I didn't realize he was going to have so many lines when I chose his voice.
Well, did you get all that?
Good, because those are my terms.
For the time being, at least. Go back and tell all that to your little superiors if you'd be so kind. There's one particularly rare Pokemon I've been on the lookout for. Are you all familiar with the Mewtwo project? No. Oh, I see. Well, I guess Giovanni's not one to reveal his secrets all too easily. Suppose that's reasonable. Never mind then.
Okay, thank you, Jesus Christ. Shut the up.
After persuading Bill to help Team Rocket, we head back across the Nugget Bridge, where we have a quick battle with Blue that we narrowly survive. Then we meet back up with Ronnie on the other side.
We probably want to head back to the hideout now. Archer will have a reason to be proud. Let's get going. Holy mother of Mew! Run, Daddy Q, run!
With the cops on our trail, we hightail it back to the hideout before anyone else sees us.
You guys, you're not gonna believe this. The cops are in town.
Jeez, what are we gonna do? You think they're onto us?
It turns out that wearing uniforms with big R's on our chest makes Team Rocket pretty recognizable, so the police are easily able to identify us and spread the word on the news.
He was a real funny looking guy. He had green hair and these weird black pajamas. He had me fight him in a Pokemon battle, and after he won, he tried to steal my Pokemon.
Which catches the attention of the Kanto champion Lance.
I have therefore decided to initiate a new program to combat organized crime. We will bring the Rockets to justice. As of today, each and every identified member of Team Rocket is a wanted criminal. Citizens are advised to stay away from, and especially to avoid assisting in any way, these individuals. We want to equally encourage criminals who choose to renounce their past evil doings and become law-abiding citizens again. With these measures, we move confidently in the direction of crime-free Kanto.
Given this bad press, the group is reprimanded by Archer, but since we were successful in convincing Bill to help, Archer gives us a personal recommendation to the boss and tasks us with another sensitive mission.
We're involved in a smuggling deal with a certain gym leader down in Vermilion City. The good lieutenant has managed to get a number of rare Johto Pokemon smuggled into the SS Anliner. He'll be handing them over to us in exchange for some goods that our scientists have synthesized in the lab. Go pick them up and head south of here.
Yes, are you Daddy Q? The grunt who's carrying out the smuggling deal with Lieutenant Surge? Here's the stuff he wanted. Treat it with care now.
Oh, steroids. Oh man. I always knew Surge was roided up. It's obvious.
With no time to waste, we head down to Vermilion City, where we meet the Rocket admin Proton and find the gym leader Lieutenant Surge.
It isn't my favorite little rocket man. I take it you brought the regular goodies?
Ah, yes.
I'm gonna change his voice. I can't do that.
Well, I'll be. You guys are really something.
Deliver the steroids to Lieutenant Surge.
Now, Surge, the Pokemon, if you'd be so kind.
The Johto beasts, right? Yeah, I have my guys stack them in crates and hide them somewhere aboard the ship. Don't worry one bit about getting yourselves aboard. The doormen all happen to be my folks, too. I don't know if you heard, but they're throwing this exclusive party on board tonight. Rumor has it some powerful political figures might even be attending. Yes, going to a party with government officials is just what we Rockets should be doing right now, isn't it?
We make our way onto the SS Anne and start looking for for our crates, but as we're searching the ship, we overhear a conversation between Lance and the champion from the remote Hoenn region, Steven.
Are you optimistic about your region's future? They're calling it the golden age of Kanto, but we're only just beginning. But what of the people, Lance? Did they approve of you? I'm led to understand that your predecessor was quite universally revered. Yes, my predecessor was loved by all, but up until the moment he surrendered from the war, that is. Look, I know that having conquered Kanto in war as a Johto general necessarily means that some of my citizens won't take too kindly to me right away, but I dare say my entry into the history books will be more favorable than that old coward's. What was the name of this predecessor of yours again? His name was Samuel Oak. Oh my god, Professor Oak? He is now given up battling altogether and resigned himself completely to his Pokemon research? Oh, Mr. Stone, Oak didn't give up battling of his own accord. I saw to it that he was banned from ever taking part in a Pokemon battle again the moment he called for surrender. I suppose his research endeavors were all he had left to attend to his post-war life. Oh my gosh, he's weaponizing with his young children trainers to overthrow Lance. Why in the world do you think such a powerful and respected trainer as this Samuel Oak would surrender without a fight? Some high-level Kanto scientists were allegedly trying to make genetically engineered warfare Pokemon around then as the last resort, but nothing came of it. And once we got the legendary dogs under our control, victory was more or less guaranteed either way. Wow.
After doing a bit of battling, thieving, and evolving our team, we finally find the crates in the captain's quarters.
Well, judging by that outfit of yours, I'd say you're trouble. You came here to pick up those crates, didn't you? Let me show you how we deal with petty smugglers where I come from.
Captain Arab. Oh my god, it just destroyed us right there.
How did that do so much damage? And we did no damage. No! Ash!
Oh, and we water absorb? Nice. Got him.
He's got 4 Pokemon? What the heck? No! Yes, I'm stealing a Pokemon from this trainer. It's because he's an old guy we can steal from him.
I think Tentacool is a better play. Ice Cube, because he's so cool.
I happen to have one of the strongest trainers in the nation above the ship, and he'll put you right in your place, you little... Coughing! Poison gas, now! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Bleh.
Oh, that's why he's retching when you find him in the game. Blah. Oh, my stomach is turning.
With the captain incapacitated, we're able to pull the crates off the boat, then report back to HQ.
I've heard you did well in your forays in Cerulean and Vermilion. If you keep up this performance, we'll have little choice but to promote you before long. The fact that you managed to beat the other kid trainer from Mount Moon shows that we've probably largely overestimated the threat that these kids pose anyway. Isn't that right, Ariana?
Yeah.
Listen up. Apparently, Mr. Fuji of Lavender Town has gotten so resentful of our exploits in the Pokemon Tower that he has decided to take matters into his own hands. The bottom line is the old man has cut off our supply of Cubone skulls at a time when demand is at an all-time high. We need to have him thoroughly detained and incapacitated so he'll learn to stay out of our way for good. You'll also want to carry one of these unless you're really keen on being scared to death by Pokemon ghosts.
With the Silph Scope in our pocket, we head over to Lavender Town to confront Mr. Fuji in the Pokemon Tower. But as we head inside, we cross paths with Blue yet again.
I really don't want to battle you right now, okay? It's a bad time. You want to know why I came here, Rocket? Because my Pokemon died. There's this guy I know from Pallet Town where I grew up. His name's Red. We became Pokemon trainers at the same time, you see. Just a little while ago, I fought him aboard the SS Anne in Vermilion. He beat me. He always does. But this time was different. Red hurt my Raticate really bad in that battle. So I rushed to get it to the Pokemon Center as soon as I could, but by the time I got there, the nurse told me it was no use. He's a murderer, you know. I hate Red. You know Professor Oak? Yeah, he's my grandfather, but let me tell you, ever since I was little, he always did like Red so much better than he ever did me. I'm done being Red's runner-up. I'm gonna be the Pokemon champion, and when I stand atop the Indigo Plateau as the strongest trainer in all of Kanto, Grandpa will finally see that he was wrong about me all this time.
All right, you're trauma dumping, and I don't care.
Thanks for hearing me out. I don't think you're all bad. See you around, Mr. Rocket.
After teaming up with Blue, we battle our way to the top of the tower where we find Mr. Fuji.
No, that uniform! You filthy rockets!
I refuse to leave this tower, and you can't make me, scoundrel.
You're coming out of this tower whether you like it or not, Mr. Fuji. I just killed a level 30 Marowak, and I'll do the same here.
Dr. Fuji. Ooh. Let's go Marowak. Just to make him really feel it. Call it Thwacky.
Your incessant greed even prompts you to snatch my innocent Pokemon from right under my nose. Why are you here? Maybe to have me suffer the same fate as these Cubone, is that it? My own skull? Hanging in Giovanni's office as some trophy. He couldn't bring down Lance back when he had the entire Kanto army on his side, and now he thinks he's going to do it through some underground pseudo-mafia. I want nothing to do with you. I left my work on the Mewtwo project behind me 11 years ago. Do you hear me? Oh, if you'd only seen the things I've seen, young man. When I stood before it that evening in the lab, that thing, I thought I'd seen the root of all evil itself. It looked like
something not very nice. Yeah, we get the picture, old man.
you.
Good job incapacitating the guy, Daddy Q. I'll take it from here if you don't mind. I suppose you've also told Daddy Q here of how you rushed to pledge your allegiance to Lance and save your own skin the moment Oak called for surrender. Besides Oak, you're the biggest coward traitor this region has ever seen.
Should I have kept fighting? What for? I saw that it was inevitable. I was merely being realistic. How in the world can you pretend to be morally superior?
Team Rocket pretends to be nothing that it's not, Fuji. Heard of Lance's grand new anti-crime program? How many resources has he dedicated to stop us killing Cubone here, huh? Where is he now to save your ass from us evil bandits? And do you know that he intends to wreck this precious tower of yours apart and let a private entertainment enterprise set up shop here in its place?
Lies! All lies!
I'm the takeover detaining Fuji here for the time being. You're free to head back to HQ. Nice work here, kid. Now that we've dealt with Mr. Fuji, we make our way out of the tower, but on our way out of town, we're approached by a strange man. Professor Oak? Excuse me, young man, but were you just leaving the Pokemon Tower? Did you happen to come across one Mr. Fuji in there? Oh, that uniform of yours. Never mind my inquiry. Good day. After that strange meeting, we make our way back to the hideout, but as we approach the doors, we see something extremely alarming. Oh, Red was just in there. Uh-oh. Did he just bust up our hideout? Oh my god. He just walks away. Like a badass. We head right down to see Giovanni and find him enraged at what happened to the base. After telling him about seeing Oak heading into the Pokemon Tower, Giovanni decides it's time to tell us the whole truth about what's really going on here in Kanto. It was 11 years ago. Kanto's war effort was going badly. It was clear that we could not win by force alone, but we had something that Lance and his boys did not. The minds of the brightest scientists in the nation. Ever since the start of the war, Oak had been leading a number of secret initiatives to capture and harness the power of one Pokemon. One so rare, most laymen thought it was just legend. But legends don't win wars. Oak knew better. Once word got back that Dr. Fuji had at last caught a hold of Mew, we knew there was no chance the public could know. But Mew could not be brandished like artillery on the battlefield the way Lance did his Johto dogs. By far the strongest Pokemon in existence, but contained in the body of the most benevolent and soft-hearted creature you could ever see. So Oak decided on another solution. To harness Mew's power, they would create it from a genetic clone, conditioned from birth to be devoid of empathy and to possess an innate urge for battle. They called it the Mewtwo Project. At the time, I was the richest man in Kanto and a devout member of Oak's Elite Four. I wanted to do everything I could for Kanto, so I funded the project. Oh my gosh, this is some lore. An impressive team was assembled. Blaine, Fuji, Bill, and Professor Shigeki, Kanto's authority on genetic engineering. But the project proved much more difficult than expected. Most test cases came out as formless, half-dead pieces of flesh that did not resemble Mew in any way. One of these early failures was particularly nasty. Though equally as erratic and disgustingly shapeless as the others, this newborn monster had inherited Mew's strength. Oh my god. It broke free from its test tube and escaped the lab, killing several of the earlier specimens in its wake. This little incident became known as the catastrophe, and it scarred the scientists as well as it did me. Luckily, however, Dr. Fuji soon gave new hope to the project. Fuji suggested a way to contain Mew's power within a solid, sentient body, by creating a clone that would combine Mew's DNA with that of a human. Initial tests proved promising, and the scientists agreed to each contribute a sample of their own DNA to be used for the Mew clone. Oak was the only one who refused to provide a DNA sample. His skepticism for the project had by now risen to a peak. Ironically, however, Fuji's theory proved correct. Sooner than anyone could anticipate, the team had produced their definite Mewtwo. possessing the requisite cold, bloodthirsty mind and sapient intelligence. Before anyone could prepare it for the field, however, the Mewtwo project reached its natural conclusion. The newborn clone could find no reason to fight for Kanto's cause. Oh my god! Why the war did not appeal to Mewtwo, we couldn't quite say. But it refused to be used as a military weapon, and when we insisted, it rebelled. No! Ah! Mewtwo ruined the lab and escaped the scientists who had given it life. Oh, Zoom? Driven, we believe, by a desire to find worthy Pokemon opponents, it sought refuge in the depths of a notoriously dangerous cave outside of Cerulean City. As far as I know, that's where it still hides to this day. Soon after Mewtwo's escape, it was all over. Oak announced Kanto's surrender to Lance and Johto, ending the war. We had done our best to destroy all evidence of the project, but there was no hiding the team's involvement in some kind of military research. Fuji was the first to throw in the towel. Blaine and Bill were more reluctant, but they eventually followed suit. Now, as to this Shigeki, nobody knows. The old guy has been missing ever since the end of the war. Well, Lance stripped me of my Elite Four position right quick, and Oak, the bastard traitor, left me to fend for myself. I knew that Kanto at large had been cheated of a battle we could have won, and I vowed then that if Lance could not be taken down through legitimate means, then I would cripple him from inside. So, now you see, Daddy Q. Ariana, darling, I need you to leave for Viridian. We have no time to waste. With this red twerp running around, we can't leave the gym unmanned. He won't like it. Our boy, my son, will come with you to Viridian if need be. It will do him good. I'll be on my way. Giovanni tells us to head to Pallet Town to gather more information about this red kid and his origins. But before we go, he also promotes us to Rocket Admin. Whoa! Oh, rank up! We were promoted to Rocket Admin. Nice. With this rise in rank, I think you'll have no trouble stealing Pokemon from teenagers or women trainers. You'll also be obliged to carry one of these, the Rocket Pager. This device will beep whenever I want one or all of my admins to report back to HQ. Now off with you, admin. No time to waste. As we're headed out to start our new mission, we're of course stopped by Ronnie, who says they haven't assigned him a new task yet after what happened in Cerulean, so he decides to tag along. We make our way through the Diglett Tunnel, but on the other side, we find an insurmountable obstacle. Oh my, is there a tree in your path? Rest assured, it is no cause for dismay. Help is near. 'Tis I, Lido, cutting aficionado at your service. I will annihilate for you all trees around Pewter and Viridian so they can hamper this Pokemon adventure of yours no more. For a modest fee of $1,000, naturally. Until we meet again! With the trees out of the way, we make our way through Viridian City, where we come across Giovanni's son and Ariana. Oh great, more Dad's Goonies incoming now. Why does he do it? Order you all to do his dirty work, why? Is he too much of a coward to do things himself? Why couldn't he just come along? It was never any use, was it? Welcome to Viridian City, Daddy Q. We head south of Viridian until we arrive at Pallet Town and start talking to the locals to find out more about this Red character.
Huh? Why, yes, this is Red's house. I'm his mother. What do you want to know about him? I mean, he's a quiet boy. Wait, who are you to be so curious about my son? I don't like this very much at all. Please leave us alone.
She's on to me. A rocket in our innocent lab? Professor Oak is not in, and I doubt very much he'd want anything to do with you if he were. Oh, now isn't this a surprise? You're here for Oak, aren't you? I have no intention of stopping you. We have much more in common than you probably think, Rocket. Come in for a cup of tea if you're not too busy. Daisy here's my granddaughter, Daddy Q. With her brother away on some Pokemon quest, I'm part of the only semblance of family she has left. Well, me and Professor Oak, when he bothers to show his face. A long time ago, we were a tight-knit couple, Oak and I. Samuel was a man of honor back in those days. But the war struck our family. Daisy and Blue both survived unscathed, but our son and his wife both perished in the madness. And Samuel and I, we swore that we would avenge them. We would bring down Lance and make him pay for taking away our innocent children. Ah!
Would you believe it? He gave his word, Daddy Q. And then, just a little while later, he committed the most heinous, cowardly, shameful act that I ever saw. Even if sticking it out, fighting for something he believed in would have ultimately meant his death, at least it would have been an honorable one. Grandma, please. I'm sorry, Daisy, for going there again. I can't say I approve of what you and your boss are doing around Kanto, Daddy Q, but I can't say I don't sympathize with your frustration. Not quite respect, but understanding. Until we meet again.
After talking with Agatha and Oak's granddaughter, Ronnie bursts into Oak's house and reveals our plan to interrogate the professor. This causes his granddaughter to retaliate and force us into a battle. We make quick work of her, then after the battle, Ronnie does something that really crosses the line.
Leave it to me now. Stand back. Eradicate. Hyperfang. Go.
What? Oh my god! Oh my god! What the hell?
What's the matter, Daddy Q? Why you look like you ain't never seen a rocket in action? I bet a good interrogation should wake you right up again, eh? What now? You checked the lab and the old guy's not even here? I guess we might as well just head back to HQ.
What the?
You'll pay for this.
Yeah! We report back to Giovanni, where we overhear him disciplining Ronnie for his aggressive actions. Giovanni then sends us off to Cinnabar Island to get in contact with Blaine and coerce him into helping the rocket cause. We grab the HM for Surf, then make our way down to Cinnabar. We explore the Pokemon Mansion until we get to the basement. Here we find a letter to Blaine from Professor Oak that's basically blackmailing Blaine into not working with Team Rocket. Then we seek out Blaine in the very back of the basement and confront him. He won't go quietly, so we're forced into a battle.
Level 37? God, dude. What the heck? We are so underleveled. Gotcha. Okay. Oh, got him with the crit. Let's go. You're dead.
After defeating him, Blaine tells us a little bit about another secret project that Oak was working on at the same time as the Mewtwo project. He doesn't know too much about it, but this is troubling news nonetheless. Blaine also agrees to continue to help Team Rocket, so with our mission complete, we make our way back to the hideout to report back to Giovanni. Here, Giovanni tells us about a new project the Silph Co is working on called the Master Ball Project. This is a project to create a Pokeball so powerful that it could be used to capture and control the power of any legendary Pokemon, which means at this point it's a race between everyone in the region to get the Master Ball and utilize its power to gain control of Kanto.
We will lead Team Rocket towards a complete occupation of Silph's headquarters and of Saffron City at large. If you find any information or materials pertaining to Master Ball, seize them at once. Once we've established complete control of the premises, I'll come to personally make my demands to the company president. We will have that Master Ball. This is a big moment for Team Rocket. Show no mercy.
With no time to waste, we head to Silph Co, where we start taking the lead scientists hostage. After capturing every scientist, Ronnie offers to take the master key that we used to lock them up down to Petrol and Proton so that we can go ahead and confront the president of Silph Co. We agree and hand the key off, then head to see the president.
Oh my god, it's Professor Oak. You're that young rocket I spoke to in Lavender Town. Your gang has invaded the building then. What's it all for? A mighty shame is what it is. Good day, Rocket. F that guy.
After our brief encounter with Oak, we head into the president's office, but find that Bill has beaten us here.
Why, Daddy Q? You guys did a cool job invading the place, but you're too slow. And sorry to say I have no loyalty to Team Rocket, nor to anyone. The prototype is mine. I advise you to leave now before the police seizes the building back. I'm getting that ball whether Giovanni likes it or not.
Oh, you're gonna get so screwed, Pokemaniac Bill.
We defeat his team without too much issue, then he runs off and leaves us to talk with the president ourselves. The old man tries to pay us off, but we can't be bought, and eventually Giovanni finds his way into the chamber. Proud of our work, he promotes us all the way to the rank of Rocket Executive and gives us a coveted Rocket Crowbar. We leave Giovanni with the president and head back to HQ, but as we're leaving the building, we come face to face with the terrifying Child Red. We escape with our lives, but then we get a surprise call from Bill. He tells us to come to Cinnabar Island as quickly as possible. Conflicted, we decide to go to Cinnabar to figure out what Bill could possibly want with us after what happened in Silph Co. On the island, he brings us into the Pokemon lab where we find Bill, Fuji, and Blaine have teamed up to work together.
It seems as if the only Master Ball prototype is about to fall into Giovanni's hands. I had a good look at the finished blueprints and then committed them to memory. If we can't get a hold of the Master Ball prototype, Why, we'll just make our own. This brief window of time before Master Ball becomes publicly available, it's our unique chance to capture one of the most powerful Pokemon in existence.
Another blue-eyed expedition to capture Mewtwo? That's ridiculous. It'll never work.
No, you simple-minded old fogies. I'm not talking about Mewtwo. Let Lance and Giovanni run circles around that beast all they like.
But, Bill, surely you don't mean...
I do. The three of us can manufacture our own Master Ball in a relatively short period of time that we're gonna need some help to pull off. This is where you come in, Daddy Q. What I need from you is really very simple. Number 1, deep in Viridian Forest, I planted a particularly rare breed of Johto apricorns. Go pluck it and bring it here. Second, and more importantly, I need access to your rocket scientist pirated silph technology. I have it on good record that your people have made replicas of Silph's latest high-end Pokeball processing chip. Grab one and bring it to us as soon as conceivably possible. Daddy Q, you have no idea what great things are at stake here. Do what I ask and you will not regret it.
In order to build a Master Ball to catch the catastrophe, we need a special apricorn from Viridian Forest, which is no trouble for us to retrieve. The more troublesome part of the task is stealing a high-end Pokeball processing chip from the Rocket Lab in Celadon. We head back to the hideout where we find Giovanni berating the entirety of Team Rocket over the failure in Silph Co. It seems Ronnie lost our key on the way to the lobby, which allowed Red to free the scientists and foil the Rocket plans. Giovanni also declares that he's relocating Rocket operations to the Viridian City gym, which is perfect for us because it leaves the lab completely empty for us to grab the Pokeball processing chip. We bring the materials back to Bill on Cinnabar and he cooks up a Master Ball. With the Master Ball complete, we're ready to catch this powerful, mysterious Pokemon, but the problem is that we have no idea where it actually is. The only person who does is the scientist Shigeki from the Mewtwo project, but of course nobody has seen him in years. The only chance we have of finding him is by going to the Cerulean Cave to talk with Mewtwo, who may be able to locate him through a psychic link that was developed between them at its birth. So we make our way to the Cerulean Cave, defeat the trainer out front, then seek out Mewtwo.
I was waiting for you, Daddy Q. The scientists who sent you here, who thought my psychic powers weakened in the years past, they are wildly mistaken. I'm stronger, sharper, deadlier than I ever was. You've nothing to threaten me with. Even if the Master Ball you wield could work against me, I could cut off the arm you'd throw it with before the first contraction of your muscles. But that would give me little pleasure. Instead, give me an engaging, forceful, fair Pokemon battle. And I will tell you what you came here to find out. On your guard, trainer. Give me your all.
Level 70, dang! Psychic is not good. We're gonna die to that, I believe. No, Beatrice! No, Psychic, ow! Oh, man. Oh, no, Psychic, no! Ned, no! No, Psychic, no! Choo-choo! Psychic, no! Bropo could actually live. Oh my god, he's crazy. No, double Psychic! That's gotta be most of the Psychics, though. One more. Oh, use Reflect, you're an idiot! You're dead! What an epic bout.
After squeaking out a victory against Mewtwo, he tells us what we want to know.
The Pokemon my creators seek is the one they call the catastrophe. And Shigeki indeed knows where it's hiding. And where is Shigeki hiding? In plainer sight than any of his former colleagues would believe. Shigeki, you see, was an old man in the days they gave birth to me. When that war of yours finally came to an end, he ran away. He abandoned all his ties to his past life as a scientist, far away from the public eye, for a quiet, secluded life with his granddaughter, hoping the demons of his misdeeds would never haunt him again. These days, you see, Shigeki is an inconspicuous old citizen of Viridian City, notable to his neighbors only for his frequent habit of keenly showing passerby youngsters how to catch their first Pokemon. He knows where it is. Yes. If you truly wish to find it, to capture it at last, speak to Shigeki in Viridian City. He will show you the way. I will see you again when you've grown much stronger than you are.
We make our way to Viridian City to confront the old man Shigeki.
Hey, young man, you need some help catching Pokemon, do you? Now, what's that, son?
I knew this day would come sooner or later. That's right, young man, my name is Shigeki. Come inside if you would. After all these years. So Bill sent you. My dear Rocket, I will give you the information you're seeking, but please, keep my whereabouts to yourself. I have a family to protect. Do you promise me that? Sure. Whatever. Thank you, young man. You know the story, I suppose, of the Mewtwo project? A brilliant idea occurred to me one day. To rearrange samples of Mew's genes into a computer program. I convinced the others to create a software Pokemon akin to Porygon. One we could program to do exactly what we wanted, but a project that size. With only the 5 of us, there were bound to be bugs in the program. I didn't realize the magnitude of these glitches until the first specimen was ready before our eyes. It was an abomination. Powerful, yes, but erratic and uncontrollable. It was as if its presence would distort the fabric of reality. As you probably know already, it made its escape in a violent frenzy. The monster didn't get far before I was able to immobilize it and put it to sleep. I told the others I had everything under control. When they asked me where the creature lay dormant, I said I didn't know. But the truth was, I knew it all too well. The catastrophe was hiding right under our noses. Right along the eastern shore of Cinnabar Island, frozen beneath the ocean's surface. I presumed it would only be a matter of time before the creature would find a way to break free from my remote-controlled protection systems. But it still hasn't. If it's really the other scientists' intention to finally lay the matter to rest, then I will deactivate the safety mechanisms that are keeping it dormant and leave you free to capture the monster. But if you fail, I don't know what havoc that creature could wreak on the region. Are you ready to capture the catastrophe, Rocket? Yes. Very well. I will deactivate the software that's keeping it frozen. May Arceus be with us. After learning the catastrophe's whereabouts and deactivating the system keeping it dormant, we fly back to Cinnabar, where we find that the world is literally falling apart. The world is broken. Pokemon Laboratorium. I don't know what happened here. What is this? Help! Whoa. Is this me? Hello, sorry to keep you waiting. Welcome to the world of Pokemon. My name is Daddy Q, Daddy Q, Daddy Q, Daddy Q. What the? Is this broken? No, please. The Link guy is over there. All right, I gotta get him. He's destroying my computer. We surf off the east side of the island to catch the catastrophe before the world fully implodes. No, it's missingno! Take this Master Ball, foul fiend. Gotcha. The Catstro was... Woo!
Terrific, Daddy Q. I knew we could count on you. Now let's end this madness and have that beast destroyed once and for all, eh? What a waste that would be. Why, just imagine the power that lies in Daddy Q's hands right now. Who in the world can stop us now? Ah! If all of you are going to keep that beast around, I'll stay as far away as I can. You say you have no care for politics, Bill, but you're as rotten as the rest of them.
Bye, Fuji. Nerd.
Don't you realize there are bigger powers at play here?
Say, what's all this commotion? I was busy wiping the floor with the old gym leader here. I thought for sure it must have been some legendary Pokemon or other, so I rushed to come see. Say what? You captured it, Rocket? Could you show me what it looks like at least? It can't be. I've seen that Pokemon before, but that was a long time ago. You've seen missingno?
Where'd you see it?
I was in the large basement area under Grandpa's lab. What basement area? Could it be the secret lab he talked about all those years ago? I think he used to press a button on his bookshelf and the way to the basement would open up. With missingno captured, we fly back to Pallet Town to investigate Professor Oak's hidden lab in the basement of his building. Diary, January 16th, 1985. The Mewtwo project is bound to fail, but my colleagues refuse to see it. A Pokemon clone of Mew, however sophisticated, can never be controlled, and others have all refused to back down, so I henceforth start a scientific project of my own. If it can't save Kanto, nothing can. Diary, February 14th, 1985. There's a fatal flaw in the logic underlying the Mewtwo project, and we've correctly isolated the genes responsible for aggression and sociopathy. But what good are they in the body of a Pokemon that cannot be reasoned with? Diary, February 29th, 1985. Why have Pokemon grown to be such a dominating force in society? Not by their individual power alone. The thing that determines the strength of a pack of Pokemon is the intelligence, the discipline, and the leadership of the humans that control them. A Pokemon is only as strong strong as its master. Diary, March 11th, 1985. What if those genes we synthesized were instead manifest in a genetic clone of a human boy? Yes, a boy with those unique, unwavering qualities. Raised for Pokemon battle, he would not be subject to the same limitations as a normal human trainer. Coldly and objectively, he could devise his battle strategies, push his Pokemon to their limits like a dispassionate puppet master, directly controlling the actions of his Pokemon from afar, as if by the click of a button. Fuji and Shigeki have taught me all I need. I will create this superhuman trainer on my own, and nobody is to know. Dear God, is that red? Diary, June 3rd, 1985. Initial tests appear promising, but I cannot recreate the body of a full-grown living boy of that battling age. For the clone to resemble a human well enough to fool the world, I will create my master trainer as an embryo and let nature take its course. Oh my God. And that's why he's f***ing down here. A sterile, local widow, blindly devoted to me since our youth, will happily agree to adopt him as his mother. The purpose of his childhood will be to imprint only a single lesson, that I am a father figure he can trust, and that my word for his own good is law. Oh my. This is a crazy take on the Pokemon story here. Diary, August 15th, 1985. The Pokemon League Challenge is a ray of hope for many naive young trainers, even if only 1 in a million ever stand a chance at being champion. Fortunately, it can be readily exploited. As soon as he's given his Pokemon license, my clone will rise up the ranks at unprecedented speed. Gym leaders, criminal organizations, legendary Pokemon, there'll be no match for him. They'll never see a child like this coming. Diary, September 2nd, 1985. Mewtwo escaped the Pokemon Mansion and put an end to that farcical project. Kanto's military resources are running out. We can't afford this war any longer. Lance will not give in until he has my head on a pike. I will surrender my position as champion. Lance will gleefully take my place, and the public will shame me as a coward and a traitor, but they will let me live. And in 10 years' time, I will wipe that grin off your conceited face, Lance. When my boy has crushed you in fair, official Pokemon battle, you will find his policies as champion less than friendly towards the likes of you. As a minor, the boy will gladly concede his political decisions to me, and being his only male guardian, the people will have no choice but to comply. Kanto, Johto, the ends of the world. We will yield unprecedented power. What human trainer could possibly stand in our way? A decade of public humiliation is a small price to pay, because when the time is right, I will return with a vengeance. Bro. After uncovering that disturbing information, we fly to Viridian City, where we cross paths with Red, then run into Giovanni. You're here at last. I'm ashamed you should have to see me like this. I've been defeated in battle for the very last time. I cannot face my followers any longer. With the last scrap of honor I have left, it's time for me to move on. I think it's best if this were the end of Team Rocket. What? No! But I don't expect all of my admins and executives to agree. You're free to keep wreaking havoc on Kanto if you prefer. But whatever becomes of Team Rocket from here on out, it will be without me at the helm.
No, Giovanni! I won't have this insanity. All our work, Giovanni. Everything we stood for.
Take this. A final token of my appreciation, Daddy Q. A briefcase? It makes me proud how far you've come since I first called you into my office all that time ago. Make the best of the power and responsibilities I've given you.
Giovanni, no!
Daddy Q opened the briefcase. A sack of money? Woo! 10 grand! A letter is attached. Dear Daddy Q, I am not fit to lead Team Rocket any longer, but you've grown much stronger than any of us. As a Pokemon trainer, there's not a Rocket in Kanto who measures up, and your honor is still intact. So with my blessing, do the things I should have done long ago. Go westwards to the Indigo Plateau and take on the Elite Four. Deliver our revenge on Red, Lance, and Oak. Leave Team Rocket a lasting legacy in Kanto. Let them remember us. Then disband the organization for good. I'm giving you all the power and prestige the criminal world has to offer. The power to steal from gym leaders, the Elite Four, and the Pokemon Champion. This is to be your final promotion. Regards, Giovanni. Oh my God. Oh! Daddy Q was promoted to Rocket Boss. Oh my God, that's tight. Let's go, baby. Oh, look at how we run now. We run with dignity. With our sweet new fit and new responsibilities as the leader of Team Rocket, we head west to the Pokemon League to try to save the world. On our way there, we cross paths with the disgraced champion Lance.
Giovanni? No, you're just one of his more well-dressed goons, aren't you? Off to loot some exotic Pokemon from traveling Victory Road trainers? That's a real menace to safety for League challengers. And most decidedly, not my problem anymore. Haven't you heard, bum? It's over. I'm no longer champion. A decade of unchallenged reign by some, God, I can't even say it, some little kid from some middle of nowhere town. Don't you go thinking this is some political victory for you, silly bunch of anarchists now. This changes nothing. I don't care. The region soon breaks apart now this bomb boy is champion. I'll show you how a real leader deals with criminals like you.
He challenges us to a battle, which gives us the perfect opportunity to show off our new missingno in action.
All right, Lance. Ooh, gotcha.
I'll super glitch him. Oh my god, super glitch is crazy looking. What is this move? Did no damage at all. Let's go, use Dragon Tail, what an idiot! Give me one of those, Lance. It's either Dragonite or Kingdra. Kingdra could make it over Poliwrath on our team. I think it does make it. Yeah, give me that Kingdra, idiot. Kang.
My Kingdra! How could this happen? I need to find my composure again. I'm letting my emotions ruin my battle strategy. I'm not finished with Kanto yet. I'm a member of the Elite Four now, you see. New responsibilities. So excuse me while I go change the new champion's diapers.
Bye, Lance! After dealing with Lance, we battle our way through the guards in Victory Road until we arrive at the Elite Four.
Hey, good lord. Hey, don't you recognize me? It's me, Ronnie. Have you heard the news? Lance is done for. And guess what? Someone's just gone to challenge the new Elite Four already. Guess who the new champion is? Yeah, just wait. It's gonna be on TV any second now.
It's a historical day for Kanto Johto, ladies and gentlemen. We spoke to the region's remarkable new adolescent champion shortly after his victory. Hey everyone, I'm Blue from Pallet Town and I'm the Pokemon champion. It's been my dream for a long time and it's taken a lot of work, but now I'm finally here. What are some of the challenges we can expect under your new government, Mr. Blue? We're gonna work to, let everyone ride bikes indoors. There are rumors that another trainer from your hometown has defeated the Kanto gym leaders and intends to challenge you next. Yeah, I know that stupid stinker. I'll wipe the floor with that loser and we'll forget all about him. Smell you later. He said it, oh my god! Champion Blue's new Elite Four have since made preparations to meet the mysterious new challenger. Wow.
Can you believe it, Daddy Q? That spiky-head little twerp.
So it's true then. I don't believe it. Blue, it's not possible. Here, God, let me through. I'm the new champion's grandfather, and I demand to see him.
I came as soon as I could, damn it. Look, Daddy Q, I've seen the basement lab. I know about the kid. The only part of this that I can't seem to wrap my head around is, who the hell is Blue? Anyway, no matter. We have to get in. We have to move.
The Elite Four shall not be disturbed in the middle of battle. Just be patient, and you'll hear the outcome with everyone else.
It's no use, Daddy Q. Whatever dirty tricks you have up your sleeve or violent brutes you can call up, if there was ever a time we need them, it's now.
Are you guys trying to break into the Elite Four? That's rad. You need help? My help? I never thought you'd say that. Just this once. Leave it to me, Daddy Q. For old time's sake. Redicate. We've got work to do. Give us a Hyper Fang. Oh my god!
Well, that works. Are you ready, Daddy Q? Here we go, then. I've said my prayers already.
We make our way through the freshly defeated Elite Four until we arrive at the champion's room.
Red. So, you've won! Sincerely congratulations. You're the new Pokemon League champion. Blue, I'm disappointed in you. I came when I heard you'd beaten the Elite Four, but when I got here, you'd already lost! Blue, do you understand why you lost? You have forgotten to treat your Pokemon with love and trust. Red, you understand that your victory was not just your own doing. The bond you share with your Pokemon is marvelous. Come with me.
I don't understand. Grandpa, I treated my Pokemon with respect, always. I swear I did everything right.
Ah, so much for nothing, Daddy Q. The kid really did it. Not to worry, Daddy Q. We're just gonna have to fall back to another solution.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's my honor to announce that the new champion of Kanto Johto is Red from Pallet Town. Please stand by for further comments from the new champion. This is Professor Samuel Oak speaking. I stand before you with our new champion, Red.
Yes?
I know some of you may remember the last time I stood in this room. I address you now as Red's caretaker, not as former champion. You've all witnessed Red's unmatched talents for Pokemon battle. I'm sorry to say that this unique gift of his has come at a price. Red, unfortunately, suffers from certain social disabilities. He cannot speak in public without pangs of debilitating terror, and he struggles to communicate with the outside world. So for that reason, I'm taking on a special responsibility. I will be Red's right-hand man, and I will communicate his wishes to you. Do you agree with this arrangement, Red?
Yes.
Then let's begin. Dear Cantonians, Lance has done us a great disservice, there's no question. So I believe, only because I agree with Red's reasoning, of course, that nothing but the strictest punishment is in order. Lance should be brought in at once. Do you agree with these motions, Red?
Yeah.
Stop! This meeting cannot be allowed to continue. Red cannot be champion.
He's no real Pokemon trainer. He's not even a human being. Just some creature, some laboratory experiment created by Oak to do his bidding.
We have proof, irrefutable proof. Nonsense. You'll trigger the poor boy's anxiety with such aggressive, baseless accusations. I dare say he's been through enough emotional stress for one day. Apologies, but we will hear more from Champion Red at a later time.
After Oak and Red retreat into the Hall of Fame, Agatha comes in and puts herself between us and them, so we quickly dispatch her in battle, then pry open the door to confront Oak and Red.
Oh, hello, Rocket. Doesn't matter what you've seen. Red is as good a human as any. The region is legally bound to follow his command, and there is not a trainer anywhere who can take this title from him. If you control the strongest trainer, you control the shape of history. I have no plans to be a chivalrous leader, just a smart one. Red is quite the role model, isn't he? The very image of pure, cold-blooded rationality. He's very nearly human, like us in almost every way. He lacks only that emotional core, morals and conscience, a reason to act, some ultimate goal, to aim his innate aggression and his unconstrained intelligence at. It's lucky for him that I can provide exactly that. Doesn't it fascinate you? Who is Red, really? What's his personality? He could be anyone. He's only a puppet. A puppet for someone else to control from a distance. That's his purpose in life. I think, Rocket, you're much alike in that way, the two of you. I happen to know Red gave you a thorough beating somewhere at Mount Moon a long time ago. Stand tall, Rocket, and face him like a man.
Red puts up a good fight, but in the end is no match for the power of missingno.
Give me that freaking Charizard.
Ha ha.
Nice champion.
After defeating his puppet, Oak steps up to battle us personally. But before he can do that, Agatha storms into the room.
Samuel, I really thought 10 years ago that you had become a coward. You were a man of honor all along. I should have never left your side. I loved you for who you were and hated you for what I thought you had done to us. But now that I've seen the truth, I've realized my love for you has never wavered for a second all these years. Oh, Samuel, let us build the Kanto we dreamed of together.
You. How dare you? You throw me away in disgust when I'm at my lowest and weakest, then come back begging at my feet right as I return to power. Oh, you're a woman through and through, Agatha. Oh, you've had your chances, don't deny it. And you've shown me now, beyond a shadow of a doubt, just how deep your loyalty runs. Here, I'll show you what I think about your honor. Oh! Oh my god! Tauros! Giga Impact! No holding back! Whoa! This is a crazy... Oh my god, he killed her! Holy... What the? What are you gawking at, Rocket? I believe we had some unfinished business. It's always the same damn thing. Immaculate plans sabotaged by the whims of mediocre people. Let's see how best to deal with a nosy weasel like you.
Soon after, Bill and Ronnie come in to give us backup as Oak turns his attention to us. Oak proves to be the most powerful trainer we've faced up to this point, but he can't stand the combined might of our Tyranitar and missingno, and eventually we take him out. But even in defeat, Oak refuses to surrender.
Stand back, you don't know what you're talking about, and you will not go against your champion's wishes. Red, quickly, your Pokemon, send them out. I need their protection. Ha ha ha! I know how to operate this machine, you idiots! I'll put in my name as the new champion and rule the region from this room. I can do a lot of damage before you get me out. Believe me.
Missingno is shaking inside its Pokeball.
My God, it's still around, is it? The catastrophe. It's corrupting everything, every record. What a creature.
Gotcha.
Oh, wait till you speak with my lawyers, you imbeciles. Grab this pink-haired rocket as well. It's about time he answered for his crimes and the evils of that rotten organization.
No! Daddy Q was the one who stopped Oak. He doesn't deserve this.
There's been enough meddling with the law today already. I will not have any more criminals running free.
What?
Bro. Hey, Rocket. Welcome to the world of Pokemon. Ha 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 ha.
My gosh, this was a dark story.
Will the defendant please rise? We are prepared to deliver our verdict.
Red, the results of the genetic tests presented to the court have left little doubt in the minds of our jurors. You've clearly suffered from severe birth defects. Whatever you are not a human being of upstanding physical or mental health. You have no birth certificate and you are not a legal citizen of Kanto Johto. In short, you are not fit to be champion of the Indigo League. Consequently, the position falls to your predecessor, Blue Oak.
Your Honor, I don't think I want to be champion anymore. After what I learned about Grandpa, I don't need his approval anymore.
Very well. Then the position defaults to Lance.
I'll gladly accept the burden of reassuming my position.
Red, your Pokemon license will be revoked with immediate effect. That is all. You are excused. Professor Samuel Oak, you've been accused of voluntary manslaughter and of conspiring to upend the government through engineering a genetically modified clone of a human boy groomed from birth to be bloodthirsty and obedient to authority, uniquely suited to take down the Indigo League champion. Created all as a part of an 11-year plan to return to power in a secret laboratory hidden from public view. But the lab in question is empty. We'd have to be presented with substantial evidence. No such evidence has surfaced. The charge is dismissed. Moreover, no reliable eyewitness testimonies could be brought forth about your involvement in Agatha's death. In good faith, we can only conclude that she died in an unfortunate accident of Pokemon battle. On the other hand, the jury unanimously declares you guilty of violating your ban on Pokemon battle. You do not appear to pose a threat to the public's well-being, but you have shown a terrible lack of regard for Kanto's laws. No official anywhere will grant you another Pokemon license. Your research will not be funded. Professor Oak, you are hereby banished from the Kanto region. Seek your fortunes elsewhere. Daddy Q, please approach the bench. As a member of the crime syndicate Team Rocket, with honorable title Boss, you stand accused of countless alleged and confirmed counts of Pokemon theft, violent coercion, complicity in Pokemon smuggling, and violence towards women. Bicycle theft? Daddy Q, there is a bounty on your head of 119,000 Pokédollars. You will owe the region of Kanto this amount in reparations for your crimes. Finally, the jury declares your sentence to be 17 years served in regional penitentiary. What the? Really? I can only hope you've enjoyed your time in the criminal underworld, Daddy Q. You've had your thrills, and now I'm afraid it's time we brought you back to the real world. Daddy Q, I declare you guilty as charged.
Oh my God, really? Rip, dude. This game rules.
I forgot where to go.